Hi, and welcome into Talk of the Town. My name is Rich Reynolds. Thanks for joining us today. Let's dive right into it. We got a lot of ground to cover today on the show. And the first guest that I'm talking to, imagine my surprise. It's called Bare Knuckle Art Studio, and I was thinking, Amy, that had something to do with fighting, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's not
it's
fighting.
not.
Okay, so it's an art studio.
Yeah.
And so you offer different kind of classes. What are some of these unique classes that you offer?
Well, we offer a lot of classes that are kind of multi-generational. So we invite, grandpa and grandma and mom and dad to come join kids and do classes together. Some of the most unique ones are like peace poles, silk scarf workshop, date night with mom and dad, any of those, yeah.
What's a peace pole?
A peace pole, it's been around for quite a long time. It's a pole that you paint or carve or design, and on every single side of it, usually in a different language, it says, "May peace prevail on earth."
Okay.
And a lot of people seem to put them into their gardens, but there's a movement all over the world. Actually, Yoko Ono was someone that kind of brought this to light and helped create these.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen them now.
Yeah.
Now that I know, okay, I just didn't know exactly what they were
Yeah.
called. So, okay, that makes sense. Describe, I guess, if you could. It seems like with all that multi-generational, that's the word I'm
that's
going
the
for,
word,
stuff
yeah.
going on, that there's probably some unique experiences. What are some of the best that you've had come out
Well,
of your class?
there's something really magical and very memorable for a child when they're creating with someone that's in their family or older than them. Like, you remember it. Like, it seems like it's some sort of a challenge, and you remember that time, when I came to the studio and we did those nesting dolls. Remember that, Grandma? And then the grandma or grandpa can say, look, here are the nesting dolls. This is what we did together. And so it's just something that's it's optimistic, it's magical, and you remember it forever. Like, you remember something that you did with your grandma and grandpa. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You talk about on your website, to live consciously and upcycle.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, we need to do a better job of taking care of our planet. We do. And so we try as often as possible to use old materials and kind of upcycle them into something new, into a new art form. And so we work really hard at that, to try to take something new and make it something old and make it something new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, say I am a striving artist.
Yes.
All right. And I want to learn more about art, and I want to take regular classes.
Sure.
Do you offer that kind
Yes,
of stuff too?
yeah. We try to create an arts-rich environment. So we have like one-time classes, like a workshop where you can just come in for a day. Tuesday and Wednesday evenings, we have classes that repeat for young adults and adults. We offer lots of summer class options, so there's a lot of things available for people.
Okay,
Yeah.
and how often does like a class like that meet? Is it weekly, monthly?
Usually we go from 4 to 6 weeks. If it's an evening class, so like every Tuesday. The art classes for kids meet once a week, typically, for homeschool and after-school art. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, very interesting. Tell us about the slogan, "Hustle your art muscle."
A friend of mine suggested that, and I'm like, that is a great slogan. You got to use that. It's really about hustling and using your brain, your fine motor skills, gaining knowledge, working really hard to be creative and explore art, visual arts.
Now,
Yeah.
what are some of the goals that some of the people that are coming to your classes actually have? Are they trying to be artists? Do they just want to create stuff for themselves?
Yeah.
What are some of the goals?
It's a wide range. So there's people that are out there that want to just experience something for the first time. They maybe have very little skill or very little experience, and they just want to come in a very nice open environment and try it. And then there's people that, they've maybe dabbled in it a little bit before. Like, I do a beginning watercolor class, and some people are like, oh yeah, I did this before, but I don't remember. So they just kind of come back to like renew their skills and keep going,
Okay.
Yeah.
How much of art is actually kind of innate? I think a lot of people think you're just kind of born with it and you could do it and it doesn't require a lot of practice. Or how much of it is actually learning skills?
I think there's a lot of learning skills, like once you learn something, I was kind of equated to a sport, which is maybe not the best equation, but the more you practice at something, the better that you get at it. And so if you can come and learn and experience something, and maybe it just sort of piques your interest, and then you're like, well, I could do this, and you just keep going if you can do it.
I think that's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
You could be born a great athlete. It doesn't mean you're great at the sport without practicing and learning the skills. So yeah, I think that's absolutely perfect. So hey, very upbeat, very cool stuff. I love it, Amy. So check it out. It's Bare Knuckle Arts. And all the information will be down there on the bottom third as we go along. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
You bet. We'll be back with more Talk of the Town right here on CW 57.